I'd like to show you how to build a very simple report using the Acumatica Report Designer application. Now when you first open the application, you'll see a screen that looks just like this, and it's basically a blank slate. Now I like to think of report designing as being an art more than it is a science, and I like to think of this as our canvas. Pretty much we have unlimited possibilities as far as what kind of report we're going to design. And this is the canvas that we're going to design it on. Now on the right hand side you have some options here and some properties and fields down here. But the first thing we need to do in order to build our report is we need to connect the Report Designer application to our Acumatica application. And to do that we come up to File, Build Schema, and we enter the URL for our Acumatica application. Mine's on my local computer. Then we need to log in, and if you have multiple companies you need to put the company name after the login, put in your password, and click this Load Schema button. Now if all the fields were entered correctly and it can actually connect to your Acumatica application, you will see here on the left hand side a list of what are called data access classes, or you can think of them as tables. Now for the purposes of our very simple report, I'm going to pick the B account table or data access class, and that's it. I could pick multiples if I wanted to, but I'm going to keep things very simple for this example. Now the B account data access class has multiple entities in it. It has customers, vendors, employees, so I only want to grab the list of customers, and I need to apply a filter to do that. So I'm going to filter on the type field. Say type, and then the value for customer is CU. So now I'm only going to get the list of customers by applying this filter. I'll click OK. Now that I've done that, I've actually connected my Report Designer application to Acumatica. So now when I come over to this Fields tab, you'll see there's the data access class that I selected. And now since I'm keeping things very simple, all I want to do is grab the customer name. So I expand my data access class, there's my list of fields, and I'm going to grab the account name field, which will have my customer name in it. Drag it here, I'll make it a little bit wider, a little bit taller, and then I'm going to take my detail section and collapse it down so there's not a whole lot of space between each one of my customers. And that's it. I've got my field on my report. That's the only field that I want for the purpose of this short video. But now I need to actually save my report into Acumatica so that I can actually run it from the Acumatica menu. To do that, I just come up to File, Save to Server. Here's that familiar login screen. Put in the URL, put in your user, company, password, and you need to give your file a unique name. Now you don't want to pick a name that already exists, otherwise you'll overwrite the report. I'm just going to use my first test report and .rpx. Okay, I click OK. And now I have saved my report into the Acumatica application. So now all I need to do is come into my Acumatica application, and I need to add it to the menu. To do that, I go to System, Customization, Sitemap, and this is how you can add things to the menu in Acumatica. Since this is a list of customers, I'll go ahead and add it into the Accounts Receivable module under Reports, in the Audit folder. And then I can just use one of these other entries as an example of what I need to put in each field. So here I need to come up with a unique screen ID. I'm just going to use AR669999, give it a description, and then I need to give it the URL. So I'll just copy one of these other records and just change the report name portion of it to the name that I used when I saved the report. Okay, now I'll just click Save up here. Now it's actually on the Acumatica menu. So I can browse to that same location, accounts receivable, reports, and there's that audit folder, and now on the bottom of the audit folder there's my report. Now since this is a very simple report, when I open it up I don't have any parameters or sort options, filter options. I was just keeping things very simple. All I need to do is run my report, and there you have it. There's my list of customer names. Now of course I'd probably want to do things like add additional columns, sort this in alphabetical order, but at least this gets you started with creating a report in Acumatica. And thanks for watching.